What's going on, folks? This is my new Glock 27, and it's an interesting story about how I came about this gun. I was at my local gun shop, and I go there quite often actually. But I was there about 2 weeks ago, and I was looking in a used counter, and I'm not really the biggest fan of the Glock grip. Yeah, they're kind of bulky, but I mean, I'm preaching to the choir. I know a lot of you know that. And I have small hands, so I'm not really, I need something a little more thinner for me to get a good purchase on a grip. But I saw this in the used counter, and I do like the proportions on the smaller Glocks. I do have a Glock 36, and I love it. I'll be doing a review on that soon enough. But I wanted to talk about this because the way I came about this gun was kind of interesting. I'm in the shop looking in the used gun case, and I asked to take a look at this baby Glock. Safety check it first. Clear. And we're clear. So, I'm looking at this, and I really do like the proportions on the 27. I do. And even though it is a bit bulkier than what I'm used to, especially considering my 36, I do like the smaller frame and the concealability. I didn't need it, but there was just something interesting about this gun when I picked it up. Now, they had it on sale. It was used for $4.95, and which I guess, pretty standard, maybe a little bit expensive for a used Glock 27. There was something on the takedown lever that made me realize that this wasn't a regular Glock. I mean, it is a regular Glock, but there's something else to this gun. I picked it up, and the first thing I did was index my finger on the side of the gun like I usually do, but I put more pressure on it than usual. And when I did that, lo and behold, there was a laser on the gun. Yeah, that's right, folks. That's the Laser Max guide rod laser for the Glock 27. And not only did I not know it was on there when I picked it up, but neither did the gun store. So the gun was going for $4.95, and I decided to purchase it for the most part. As anyone knows, the Laser Max guide rod laser is about $300, $400 almost, which is unbelievably expensive. And I thought about purchasing it for my Glock 36, but that's just way too much money. That's another gun. So when I found this gun for $4.95, I was talking to a sales associate, and he was like, before we realized there was a laser on it, he was like, you know what, I think I can do $450 on that gun. So I was like, oh, great, I really wasn't looking to buy anything that day. But when we found the laser on it, not only was I surprised, they were surprised too. Long story short, the sales associate told me that he'll keep that price for me for that day, or until the next day. So I went and sat and thought about it, and my money was kind of tight, but I decided to go ahead and purchase the gun. So now I have a Glock 27 with the Laser Max guide rod laser. So this is my Glock 27. It's technically a graduation gift from my dad, and hopefully I can get this thing up and going and running. If not, I'll be severely disappointed. But we'll go ahead and I'll keep you updated as far as my experience with the Laser Max company. Yeah, and then from there we'll see how things go. So this is part one of my Glock 27. Well, let's call it a chapter. This is chapter one of my Glock 27. All right, folks. It's Noir out.
Now I'm thinking I cannot get away. And I've been running in the streets all day, and I've been looking at the stars all night. It got me thinking, how can I get away?